Bonjour, Kinamagi and Ireland Indigenous Cast, and welcome to this production of the MyMath Network. Today's episode, Chapter 7, Lesson 3, Write Numerical Expressions. Begin by looking at yesterday's homework with the order of operations. Remember PEMDAS. And we had some new friends here, the brackets and the braces. So it goes parentheses, brackets, braces, which always tend to move out from parentheses in the middle, then the brackets, then the braces, if you have all three. In this one, we started with 4 times 27 minus 5 squared. We figured out 5 squared is 25. So now we do what's instead of the parentheses, we go to the brackets, which was 4 times 27 minus 25, which is 4 times 2, which is 8. 64 divided by 8 is 8. Over here, we had 35 times 3 plus 55 times 2 is 215 minutes. Now, this one would have taken you a little more time because you had to make it work with equal 18. And the correct answer ended up 2 cubed times 4 divided by 2 plus 2. And step 4, write a numerical expression to find the cost each one will pay. And you start figuring out how much they paid, 4 and 15. Coupons divided by who? There you go. You multiply and divide from left to right, and then you have this answer here. Today's homework, just to kind of give you an idea of where we're going, is we're going to be writing numerical expressions. Should be a little less chaotic with brackets and braces today. We're going to be taking words and putting them into numbers. We'll talk about expressions and those details as well. All right, let's begin the lesson. And our essential question, Chapter 7, is a pause of the video. Apologize for those technical difficulties. Our essential question is how are patterns used to solve problems? Begin in the part that's not in your book. Susie divides her candy into 3 bags, then gives 2 pieces from one of the bags to a friend. So let's go ahead and add. Oops. The problem is they don't know how much candy is in each bag, but we know that one of the bags is basically 1/3 minus 2, but we don't know the original amount, so we're going to move on that one. Probably not the best example. All right, so write a numerical expression to represent each real-world situation. This also removes 5 students from a class of 26 and then divides them into 7 groups. So what I need to do, I'm going to go, I need 26 minus 5 divided by 7. But I need to do the 26 minus 5 first, and then the divided by 7. This slash here is equivalent to is the same as that. Vera buys 3 rabbits and adds them to a group of 5 rabbits. They then multiply to 3 times the number of rabbits. So again, I need a parentheses, 3 plus 5, and then times 3. So those are the numerical expressions here. And basically, you're just putting together based on what the story problem says. All right, let's open up the book to page 493. This is the lesson 3, right numerical expressions. If you don't have that packet available right now, pause the video, go get it. If you're missing the packet, you should have a notebook, paper, or dry erase board, something that you can write on so that you follow along with the lesson. And example 1 on 493. Remember to fill this in as we go. Terrell went to dinner with his friends and ordered 3 tacos. Each taco cost $2, and he has a coupon for $1 off his purchase. The total cost in dollars of Terrell's purchase is represented by the phrase multiply 3 by 2, then subtract 1. Write the total as a numerical expression. So they've kind of broken it down. Part 1, multiply 3 by, and you see the answers right there. Then subtract 1. Go ahead and write that in. All right, I'm going to clear the drawings. Remember, whenever I say I'm going to clear the drawings, if you need more time, you can pause the video at that point. All right, read each part. And we kind of did this on the last part here. You see the 3 minus 2, 3 times 2, and then minus 1. And we need to use parentheses because we want the multiplication part together. So we see that that's the $6 minus 1. Although with PEMDAS, even if we hadn't, we would have ended up with the same answer because we would have had to do the multiplication first. That makes it a little bit neater and easier to follow for you. Go ahead and write that in. All right, I'm going to go on to the next slide. Example niche, and this is at the top of page 494. A ticket to a baseball game costs $25 and popcorn is $8. 3 friends bought tickets and popcorn. The expressions below give the cost for 1 friend and 3 friends. Compare the 2 expressions without evaluating them. So both expressions contain the same addition expression, 25 plus 8. So we can write that in there, 25 plus 8. For 3 friends, the addition expression is multiplied by 3. So the second expression is 3 times as large. And that makes sense because if 25.8 is 1 unit, this is 3 units. Go ahead and write that in. All right, let's move to the guided practice. Write the phrase add 7 and 11, then divide by 2 as a numerical expression. What do you think we should write there? And let's go in 2 parts. What's the first part? If you said add 7 and 11, you're right. Slippery does sound good. Then part 2, divide by 2. So 7 plus 11 divided by 2. So then my final answer, I'm going to put 7 plus 11 in parentheses. So I do that first. And then I divide by 2. Oops, I'm going to clear that. And there we go. We'd end up with 7 plus 11 is 18, divided by 2 being 9. Go ahead and write that in. I'm going to go ahead and clear the drawings. All right, so on these three, first thing I want you to do is write each phrase as a numerical expression. You'll do this by pausing the video, filling it out, and then unpausing the video and seeing how you did. So go ahead and try that right now. Let me pause video now. Welcome back. Let's see how you did. 15 divided by 3, then add 13. Good. Subtract 4 from 20, then divide by 2. So we have that. That's the 4 from 20, or 20 minus 4, then divided by 2. Could I have put parentheses here? Sure. Add 9 plus 4, then multiply by 2. There you go. All right, let's do one more together. Compare each pair of numerical expressions without evaluating them, so you don't end up having to get the answer to each expression. But go ahead and pause the video and fill this out and come back when you're ready. Let me pause the video now. All right, let's see how you did. It's 7 times 4, and in this case, we divide it by 2, so the expression is half as large, because dividing by 2 cuts it in half. If you had $10, you cut it and divide it by 2, you're down to $5. All right, we're going to get into the part where you do the assignment now. You're going to fill this paper out the exact same way. You can turn it in one of several ways. You could turn it in class if you're in person. You could turn it in at the next paper exchange. You could put your name on front and back and either scan or take a picture and then text or email it to me. Or you may fill it out, but then use the Google form to submit your answer. All of those will work. If you have further questions, reach out to me during office hours. I hope you have a Minogija. Meanwhile, Bama P.